Well, howdy, Prospector Paul here. I hope to earn your subscription today. We're getting real close to 1,000 subscribers, and in honor of that, we're going to be giving some stuff away. So, we're going to give away one nugget. We're also going to give away a new metal detector. It's a Mine Lab Go Find. Won that the other night. My fortune is your fortune. I'm going to pass that along to y'all. Also, we're going to be giving away gold. So every episode I film in the field until we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give away the gold I find. You can see some right in that pan right there. Alright, so do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny and it helps me out a lot. Once we get 1,000 subscribers, we're going to draw for all these prizes. We're going to draw for the gold, the metal detector, the nugget, and maybe some other things that I find along the way. I did find an Indian head penny out here the other day. So anyways, on with the show. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in. Prospector Paul here. Welcome to Arizona. Check this out. Got us a little creek down here. And just like that, the camera froze up and I didn't get any more footage from up there in Prescott on Lynx Creek. It was about 23 degrees that day. It was very beautiful. The pines and the snow. I wished half the footage would have came out. It would have been quite a nice episode, but it is what it is. So I had to scramble this week and come up with an episode. So this is what I got. I hope you enjoy it. On with the show. Well, howdy. Prospector Paul here. Hey, today we're going to do a review of my miner's tent and how I set this up. Okay, so in the tent here we have our sluice, which we use to clean up our concentrates, and we have 3 tubs. Now each tub just contains water, and the purpose of that is to allow the sediments to settle out, the fines, the mud, the silt I guess you would say, and the vegetation. That's why I use 3. In this tub, all we use is a bucket to catch all the stones that fall off, the rocks, and the dirt that isn't gold. This tub's just a settling tub, and this tub contains the pump. So, how do I keep the water level in all 3 tubs? Well, I use these little siphons. How does the siphons work? There's no pumps or batteries or anything like that. So I'm going to do a little demonstration here. I'm going to fire up the pump and we're going to pull these 2 out. So we're going to drain some of this one out. We'll hook up the battery. Pump's running. Water comes out of that black hose, goes up into the sluice, and water comes in here. So these 2 tubs are going to level off, and this tub's level is going to keep going down and down and down. So we'll do that for just a couple seconds here. Okay. So these 2 tubs are very high, and this one's about half full now. So we're going to hook these siphons up, and I glued my seams, as you can see. That prevents air from seeping back in. So let me show you how we do this. So you got to use 2 caps. What I do is submerge the pipe, and then I tilt it up so that the air comes out. Take the cap, fill it up, put it on. Same with the other one. Now you just take a tube, put it in between the 2 tubs. It doesn't matter which one you open first, but I always like to open this one last. You can see the water rushing in there. See how muddy it's getting? That water level between these 2 is steadying or leveling itself out to be the same level. That's how those work. Now because I got a 2,000 gallon pump in here, I like to run 2 of these just to keep up, make sure I don't have any problems. 1 will do it, but 2 makes it better. We're going to repeat that process. That's that. So what's the purpose of the bucket with the pump in it? So let's just show you that. There's the pump, and then you can see I put a bunch of screen around the outside. That just keeps the vegetation from getting into the pump and plugging it all up. Got a bucket quarter filled with water. I'm going to pour these concentrates into the bucket with the water just to get it soaking wet so that we can run it through the sluice. There we go. Now we'll turn the pump back on. The water coming down the sluice. I just made this little box out of aluminum. Put a little hose clamp on it. Put the hose in there and it provides plenty of water. Deep enough, ready to go. Tubs are maintaining the same level. That's always a good thing. Now all we got to do is scoop this pay dirt into that sluice. Tasty. Yeah, water got pretty dirty because I made all that turbulence on the other end. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Except for I want more gold in it. Rinse and repeat. So I'll put them buckets through here and we'll see what we get at the end. Bucket's empty. All the good stuff's in here. All the bad stuff's in there. I'm gonna do my little pan trick. So I put that there. When I shut this off, it's gonna kind of gurgle a little bit. Let's shut that off. And we'll see what it does here. I drilled these holes in the bottom just to drain it faster, so that's why it kind of gurgles. But you can see that washing the sand out. So if there was some gold down there, it'll now be in this pan. And then we'll take this pan, pour it in that tub, and we'll rinse this mat off in that tub. Just a quick inspection. I don't see any gold, but these Gold Hog riffles, this mat system, this stuff's super deep. Holds on to gold really good. It's just the system I prefer. I think all systems are really good. Oh, there's a piece of gold right there. Alright. So the reservoir is emptied. Let's just take this tub. What I'm going to do for the sluice, I'm just going to turn it to the side. And that lets the water all go to one end and gets out of there quicker. I don't see that piece of gold no more. Oh yeah, I do. A couple in there. There's one right there and one right there. Cool. Alright. I'll get a little more of this water out of here and I'll show you the next step. Alright, I'm going to try to do this one-handed. So I took the bolt out, threw it up in the box. And with these Gold Hog mats, as you pull it out, you'll see that water pool up on the side, right here. I like to just let that out. That way it doesn't wash any of the gold this way into that little pocket. And then as I pull the mat out, it would spill all over the ground or out in the tub, and then you lose whatever gold. So I just like to let that out. Pulled up again. Like I say, I'm doing this one-handed, so it looks really awkward. But you can see that water gets right out of there. I'm not losing anything. Okay. Oh, went too high with that end. All right, I gotta use two hands, sorry. I'm just gonna take this tub out. Take the mat. Put the mat in here. Now we take the hose and kind of put all that black dirt that got under the mat into the tub. And I just take the pan out. I've never found anything in there, but I do it anyways just to make sure. Pan's clean, mat's clean, sluice is clean. Okay, now we gotta take this stuff and we'll put it in this bucket. Okay, now we take the black tub, pour the water in this bucket. Like so. Then I take the hose. Just easily rinse this down. Having that little hose in the tub or in the tent, that just makes it so easy. All right, now we're going to take this water, we're going to pour that into this bucket. And then you stop when you can start to see the black sand, and there's your concentrates. There's probably a few cups there. So we're going to do the next step and run it through the Gold Hog multi-sluice. This process is super fast, super simple. I have the aggressive mat in there. It holds a little more material, but it has deeper pockets and I'm not worried about losing any gold. And I don't have to classify any of that. So we'll get the battery fired up. We'll get the pump fired up. And we'll run the concentrates through there. And contact. Alright. We got the water running, making a nice little pool here. Nice thing about this little pool is the gold that floats will roll around on itself and then it'll have to sink. Then it definitely gets trapped in this mat. Love this little tool. Except for we're not running level. You can see less water here than there. Should be this end. Looking good. There we go. Now we got a nice even stream of water at the same depth on both sides. For this step, I take this bucket, I fold it up here, and then I just run the hose in there real slow and let the water run down into there with the dirt. But because that takes two hands, I'm going to turn the camera off and do. Okay, don't see anything in the mat. But when I was pouring the bucket, I did see 3 little pieces go through. They had some thickness to them, so who knows? Could be anything in there. Don't look like a big old nugget though, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll take this bolt out up here, and then I'll pull this mat out and put it in this tub of clean water, rinse it out, and then we'll take that concentrates and put it in that there pan. Okay, so we took about 1 gallon of cons, that was a 4-gallon bucket, and we turned it into a couple of cups. And that should have all the gold in it. So now, we're going to pan this out. No matter how many sluices you have, high bankers, dry washers, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to panning. You got to pan it at the end. This is the last step and the most crucial step. Okay, so we got the gold right there. Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chunkies and a whole bunch of fines. Nice little bucket. That's a pretty nice little snuffer dump. That's the gold so far for the giveaway. Quite a bit in there. Got to be over 1 gram. Yeah, buddy. My friend Tom and I were talking the other night. Tom wondered what it would be like if I used a script to do the episodes. I thought I could pull it off and no one would know. Tom thought it might not seem natural. I think I can do it. Cut. Cut.